Okay, so this is a redox titration question. The important thing with this to start off with is try and picture where everything is. The potassium manganate they're talking about, that would be in the burette. Then they've got this impure sodium sulfite, 0.72 grams. We're going to try and work out its purity. They dissolve that up in 100 centimetres cubed, which will be in a volumetric flask. And every time I do the titration, they take a sample of 100 centimetres cubed. So take 25 from the 100 and run a titration. So they'll do the titration more than once. And they find to reach the end point, the amount needed from the burette on average was 26.2. This is always, this sort of slightly random volume is always your starting point, because that's how much, what volume came out of the burette. So we divide it by 1,000 straight away to put it in dm cubes, times it by the concentration of the manganate, which I've got from there. That gives you the moles of potassium manganate that came out of the burette. Then we look at the ratio in the equation. For every manganate ion, for every 2 manganate ions, 5 sulfite ions react. So 2.5 times more. So to work out the number of moles of sulfite ions, I times it by 2.5. Okay, so I took that number of moles and I've times it by 2.5 to get this number of moles of sulfite. That's in each titration, remember. So that's in 25 centimetres cubed. The original sample was dissolved in 100 centimetres cubed. 25 goes into 100 4 times. So there'll be 4 times the amount of moles in the original 100 centimetre cubed. So that is the number of moles in the 100 centimetre cubed. Remember, our whole 0.72 grams got dissolved in there, so that'll be the number of moles also in our 0.72 grams of the sodium sulfite. So we can work out what mass that would be. So this is the molar mass of Na2SO3, times it by the number of moles, and we get that mass, and then we work that out as a percentage of the original mass of 0.72 to get our percentage purity.